Prominent leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party have recalled the dark days of emergency on the microblogging platform X. The leaders, some of whom were personally at the receiving end of state-imposed atrocities, remember the hard times. They paid homage to those who suffered under emergency and highlight how India has emerged stronger after defeating that threat to democracy and the constitution. DD India's Mihir Makuri reports.
Exactly 49 years ago, at the stroke of midnight on June 24-25, 1975, then Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, imposed the emergency, plunging the entire nation into a period of unprecedented political repression. But today, India breathes without fear. Political leaders across the spectrum recalls those dark days in the country's history. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi took to microblogging site X and said, "Today is a day to pay homage to all those great men and women who resisted the emergency." The dark days of emergency reminds us of how the Congress party subverted basic freedoms and trampled over the Constitution of India, which every Indian respects greatly. On social media platform X, India's Home Minister Amit Shah criticized the Congress party for undermining the spirit of the Indian Constitution to sustain power for a specific family. He also spoke about the severe atrocities inflicted on the people of India during the emergency. On Tuesday, India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party organized a program titled Dark Days of Emergency at its headquarters in the national capital, New Delhi. BJP's national president and Union Minister JP Nadda addressed the event, sharply criticizing former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi for imposing the emergency.
संविधान को बदल करके अपनी कुर्सी की रक्षा करने का प्रयास किया। उस समय सारा देश आंदोलित हो गया, उद्वेलित हो गया और उस उद्वेलना को रोकने के लिए 25 जून की रात को श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी ने इमरजेंसी लगाई और हजारों लोगों को उसी रात को उनको अरेस्ट कर लिया गया।
India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also took to X and described the emergency as the darkest chapter in India's democratic history. In a video on X discussing the emergency period, India's Minister for Information and Broadcasting and Railways, Ashwini Vaishnav, equated the Congress party to a dictatorship and condemned it as a threat to the constitution. In Telangana, BJP's state unit organized a felicitation program honoring those who fought against the 1975 emergency. The national head of the BJP's OBC Morcha, Dr. K. Lakshman, criticized the Congress party, noting their past subversion of the constitution. And in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, BJP's Kashmir unit commemorated June 25 as Black Day across the valley, highlighting its significance as a dark period in India's democratic history. 50 years on, most of the key players that starred in the tumultuous time are no more, but the emergency's example is cited every time brute power threatens to undermine the citizens' rights. Mihir Makri's report for DD India.